Hey guys, we're almost done with 2018, and so this video is going to cover the final Kickstarters that I'm going to be looking for when it comes to miniature board games. These are just kind of the remaining ones in 2018 that I will be looking at one way or another, whether it'll be future videos on them. If you want more, put them in the comments below. Let me know what it is you are or are not interested in from this list, or perhaps there's something I missed. I don't know. It's kind of hard to find all these things sometimes. So first things first, there are some coming up real close. In fact, there are a ton in October. Right off the bat, on October 9th, there's Claustrophobia by Monolith. As you know, this is kind of like a 2.0. I wouldn't really say a reprint. All the miniatures are newly sculpted and they're made new. Some of the gameplay mechanics, I believe, have changed slightly. I thought it looked like some interesting dice manipulation, some dice mechanics there that looked really cool. But anyway, that's October 9th, and that's one of those kind of weird limited runs, so it's going to be short, and they already have like 5,000 or 10,000 that they're like printing out that they're already manufacturing. So you can, if you get it on October 9th, they're saying essentially you're going to get it by Christmas, that they're going to just ship it to you, that it's already being printed, and so it's this quick turnaround. I'll be very interested to know how that goes. You can definitely expect some videos around Claustrophobia here on this channel as I track both how it's doing on Kickstarter and maybe even some larger talking points around that. But that's not all that's coming out October 9th. Also, there's Wardens by Raven Tales, and this looks like kind of an interesting game. It doesn't like, there's like the hero miniatures and like the bad guy miniatures, they're like large, but then they have all these like siege equipment stuff, which looks kind of interesting in that one. Anyway, that's also coming out October 9th. So you're going to have two different kind of miniature board games coming out onto Kickstarter October 9th. Then, shortly later, from Antler Games, there's Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun. This is somewhere around mid-October, they're saying. Maybe mid and maybe late. Who knows? There's no set date yet, but that's what they're kind of targeting. Now, Shadow Tactics was a video game, actually, like a really cool stealth, action-oriented, kind of more of an indie PC game that reviewed really well on Steam, and it looks like a very cool feudal Japan setting. Now, how that'll translate into the board game, I don't know, but the miniatures look really cool. They got these kind of like interesting pie slice shaped bases, and I imagine you can situate them certain ways there. Anyway, those look really cool, and they have these amazing like 3D sculpts that you can look at already, so you can kind of see the detail that you should probably expect when it comes to sculpt design. Then shortly after that, on October 16th, from Lazy Squire Games, is Wild Ascent. Now, you may have already seen my unboxing of some of their miniatures here. The miniatures, while the game is done by Lazy Squire Games, the miniatures are manufactured from Archon. As you know, Archon Studios manufactures their own games, and they also do a lot of miniatures for other games, and this is one of them. So obviously, they're going to be fantastic quality. Archon knows what they're doing when it comes to miniatures, and they make them well. So the detail is huge. It's practically resin. It's very hard plastic, lots of fine detail, really cool poses. They sculpt the bases with the miniature, so you get these dynamic poses you can't normally do on just a flat base, and all around just really cool stuff there. Next up, somewhere in October, Grimlord Games is going to be releasing The Everrain. This looks like a crazy cool game. I mean, so they have like the ship, which looked cool enough, but they have this huge miniature of this like guy sitting on a chair, or like a throne, I guess you could say, like from the ocean. It looks insane and looks crazy. I'm really digging what I'm seeing there. It looks really, really cool. Just thematically, it reminds me kind of like a very wet Dark Souls, if that makes any sense. It looks neat. Can't wait to find out more about that. Expect that definitely in the future as well. Alright, now, this is pegged for late October, but there is a Deep Madness reprint by Dimension Games. So, Deep Madness did really, really good on Kickstarter, and, you know, as you know, Dimension Games also reached out to me with their, kind of their next game that's kind of, I don't know exactly how related it is, but it's by a different team of theirs, for a Celestial. They're doing some of the, resin miniatures right now, but this Deep Madness reprint is going to include some new items, some new cards, stuff like that. It might be at a little bit of a higher price, but you still get all the old stuff, which looks really good. The design of this game, the theme is just awesome. It's really, really good stuff. So really excited about that. And they're going to be doing like novels. They're going to be doing, they're hoping to really stretch this IP farther. So we'll see where that goes. Okay, that is a ton for October, so let's move to November. In November, they have announced an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice by Triton Noir. This is a full-fledged Assassin's Creed game. Now, if you recall, there was an Assassin's Creed miniature in Black Rose Wars. Looked fantastic. Well, apparently that caught on, because now there's going to be a whole game of Assassin's Creed. Now, this takes place within 2 of the different games, and really it looks like it's a little bit of stealth and assassination. It's all full co-op and story-based. I love both of those things, so count me in there. That looks really cool. Alright, now the last 3 don't have really good dates here, so Cool Mini or Not is doing a reprint or a rebranding or a relaunch of Project Elite. This is Q4 2018. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking November. Maybe December, though. It might fall into there. But either way, 2018, by the end of it, we're going to have this. The miniatures look way better than the original. My understanding is the game was pretty good in the original, but a lot of the component quality couldn't match and stuff like that. Well, Cool Mini or Not knows how to do that. So maybe those combined will make something really great. So looking forward to that. Additionally, and now this is December to January. And in fact, I believe they're pegging for January just to give them a bit more time, but it might happen in December. Either way, it's really right there at the end. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles City Fall by IDW Games. Obviously, I'm going to be interested in this. I am so sad I missed out on the original Kickstarter version. The miniatures looked really cool. The gameplay, though, looked awesome. It kind of reminds me of, like, more thematic, like Stuffed Fables, but then it's essentially like Descent or something like that. Like it just looks really cool, and you get these like little car tokens and stuff like that. Either way, who doesn't want to play as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That looks cool. City Fall is a really cool storyline, so combining those together sounds awesome. Now, additionally, this has been lastly kind of rumored as end of year 2018. It might happen, it might not. I don't know. Maybe Monolith, I know they watch these, can let us know down below. I don't know. Maybe they'll grace us with their presence. Either way, they've been talking about maybe doing a round 3 of Mythic Battles Pantheon. The second one did really good. They made a lot of money on it because it's a reprint and they're doing all that stuff. They brought back a ton of the old stuff. I went heavy into the second round of Mythic Battle Pantheon. I can't wait to feature all that on the channel. Miniatures look awesome. Gameplay looks great. I love the theme. Next up is Norse, and then I believe after that, maybe Egyptian? Not confirmed, but pretty heavily hinted at here. Either way, sounds awesome. Round 3, you might get another chance before the end of the year, before Ragnarok comes out, the kind of Norse version of the game, to kind of get whatever maybe you didn't get, or, perhaps this is your first time and you want to get into it. Either way, I have a video covering the actual round 2, kind of the second time it was on Kickstarter, so you can look at that in the description below. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's all I have right now, at least. Obviously, these things can just pop up out of nowhere. Sometimes they don't do a lot of advertising. They don't reach out to content creators like me to kind of tell you guys about it, and then they're really late when it comes to like saying what day it'll come in, and sometimes it slips. So some of these might slip out, some of these might not happen, some of them might happen earlier, and perhaps I've missed some. If I did, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, press the like button right below this video. If you want to make sure I make a video on whatever, game I covered here, let me know. Let me know why it's important to you, and maybe I will. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. Always appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon.